That evening, he called home. His mother answered immediately. "Chidi," she called. The sound of her voice nearly broke him. "How is the school?" He forced a smile. "The campus is beautiful." "Have classes started?" the mother inquired. "Yes," Chidi replied. "Are you happy?" The lie caught in his throat. "Very happy," he said. After the call ended, Chidi sat alone and started thinking about his life. He wiped his face and went looking for work. The following days became a battle for survival. A sympathetic registrar eventually agreed to let him pay in installments. It was the only reason he remained enrolled. From that moment onward, Chidi lived two completely different lives. Before 4 o'clock every afternoon, he was a student. After 4 o'clock, he became a worker. At the auto repair yard, he cleaned oil spills, carried truck tires, changed brake pads, fixed punctures. Sometimes he studied engineering formulas while sitting on an old brick wall. Then he rushed to his second job, a night security position in a corporate building downtown. While others slept peacefully, Chidi walked empty corridors. Under the glow of security monitors, he studied coding, mathematics, and electronics. His classmates never knew. They saw the quiet student who sat at the front of the class. They never saw the worker, the laborer, the survivor. Sleep became a luxury. 3 hours per night was normal. Many times he slept less. Sometimes hunger followed him into lectures. Sometimes his stomach growled so loudly he worried others would hear it. Yet he kept going. One semester became 2. 1 year became 2. Then 3. Then 4. Then 5. 5 years of struggle. 5 years of sacrifice. 5 years of pretending everything was okay. The breaking point came during a particular rainy season. The rain hammered against the classroom windows. Students focused on their midterm examinations. Chidi tried to concentrate, but his body had reached its limit. His vision blurred, his head lowered, and suddenly, thud, his forehead hit the desk. The room exploded with laughter. Dr. Harrison marched toward him. "If my examination is boring you, Mr. Alka, you are free to leave." The laughter grew louder. At the back of the room, Shehun Aleo smirked. Chidi's face burned with embarrassment. Nobody knew he had worked all night. Nobody knew he had not slept. Nobody knew the truth. That evening, his exhaustion followed him to the workshop. While lifting a heavy exhaust manifold, his grip failed. The jagged metal slipped into his arm. Blood spilled immediately. Chidi sat on the garage floor, staring at the wound, staring at his shoes. And suddenly, the loneliness hit him. Not the physical pain, the loneliness. He realized that if he had disappeared tomorrow, nobody in Lagos would notice. Nobody would come looking. Nobody would know. For several minutes, he simply sat there, silent, broken. That injury changed everything. It inspired the project that would change his life. For his final year engineering design project, Chidi created a low-cost hydraulic diagnostic arm capable of detecting microscopic fractures in heavy engine blocks. He built it using discarded parts, scrap metal, broken sensors, pieces of machinery others considered useless. For months, he worked after school, late into the night, sometimes until sunrise. Presentation day arrived. The auditorium overflowed with students, investors, professors, and wealthy families. Many projects looked expensive, sophisticated, professional. Then Chidi rolled out his invention. It looked rough, uneven, homemade. People whispered, some laughed. Then he switched it on. 3 seconds later, the machine detected a hidden crack inside an engine block. The result appeared instantly. The room became silent. Dr. Harrison slowly stood. Then he began clapping. One person joined him, then another, then another. Soon, the entire auditorium erupted. The applause echoed through the building like thunder. And for the first time in 5 years, Chidi felt seen. Graduation day arrived beneath brilliant Lagos sunshine. The campus was alive with celebration. Families laughed. Students posed for photographs. Music filled the air. Chidi stood quietly in his graduation robe at the top of his class, a gold medal hanging around his neck. A prestigious robotic company had already offered him a life-changing job. Then he saw them, his parents, his mother holding a handkerchief, his father wearing his best clothes. The clothes looked older than he remembered. His father looked older too. The years had not been kind. His hair had turned gray. His shoulders seemed smaller. And suddenly, Chidi realized exactly how much they had sacrificed for him. His father approached, placed a rough hand on his shoulder, and smiled. "You did it, Chidi." His voice trembled. "The scholarship must have made everything easy." Chidi looked around. He looked around the campus, the students, the buildings. Then memories flooded back. The hunger, the exhaustion, the workshop, the security job, the loneliness, the pain, the night he cried alone, the lies he had to tell to protect the people he loved. Then he looked at his father and smiled. "Yes, Father." His eyes filled with tears. It was a beautiful journey, but the real lesson only started after school. And as they walked together across the campus, Chidi finally understood something. Success is not built in comfort. It is built in sacrifice. It is built in persistence. It is built in the moment when nobody is watching. Because sometimes the most important chapters of life begin after school.